That morning at roll call, inmate #245 was nowhere to be seen. A guard stormed over to check the cell only to find it empty. The warden rushed in as soon as he heard. After piecing together what had happened, he yanked a poster off the wall. In that instant, everyone understood the prisoner had dug a tunnel and escaped. That was the prison break that shocked the world. I was serving time for killing my unfaithful wife. The day I arrived, I walked into Shawshank alongside a group of new inmates. The veterans started placing bets on who would crack first. Cleveland put 5 packs of cigarettes on me. When I first got inside, I kept to myself. It took about 2 weeks before I finally approached Cleveland and asked him to get me a rock hammer.
What's it for?
I carve Star Wars figurines out of stone, but it's also for not tunneling my way out of here.
He was a huge Star Wars fan, so he agreed. It didn't take long for things to go south. One day, during a routine shakedown, the guards tore through the place, looking for contraband. But somehow, the warden's attention landed on a small Star Wars figurine I had carved. He recognized the value of my craftsmanship. From then on, he ordered me to do carving work exclusively for him.
What do you say?
I don't know,
Oh, come on! I'll even cripple that guy who rapes you in the shower.
but I like that guy.
Too late. Ah, my legs!
2 things never happened again after that. Boggs never walked again, and Andy's farts never made a sound again.
Thanks to my skill, I became the warden's favorite, and that was the beginning of everything changing for me. One day, after finishing my work, I was digging through a pile of junk and found a box of old records. I put one on, and the record player on the warden's desk came to life. None of us understood the lyrics, but somehow we could feel freedom carried in the music. The warden was furious. To him, prison rules were absolute, and playing that record was a direct challenge to his authority. He threw me into solitary for 2 months. That's when it hit me. No matter how much hope I brought into this place, the prison would always find a way to drag me back into its brutal reality. There was only one way out, escape. Only then could I truly leave this darkness behind. When I told Cleveland my plan, he tried to talk me out of it, said it was pointless, but my mind was made up.
Listen, Red, when you get out of here, I want you to do something for me. Up in a hayfield in Buxton, Maine, under an old oak tree, there's a rock that has no earthly business being there. Under that rock is a box with something I want you to have.
The next morning, the guards lined everyone up for roll call. I never showed. The guards were furious, shouting threats as they marched into my cell, only to stop dead in their tracks. The tiny cell was empty, and a place as secure as Shawshank, a prisoner had simply vanished. They searched every corner, not a trace of me. The warden was beside himself. He walked over to the wall and ripped down the poster. Behind it was a dark tunnel. The night before, during a violent thunderstorm, I made my move. Under the cover of thunder and lightning, I crawled through the tunnel I had spent years digging, all the way to a pipe buried deep within the walls. Using a rock, I smashed through the corroded section and forced my way inside. I crawled through 500 yards of filth, pushing myself forward inch by inch, chasing freedom. I had finally escaped Shawshank.